Hey Bailey, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview with me. And I also know you have a really great story to share. So maybe we'll start this off by having you tell us a little bit about your background and how you originally heard about Course Careers.
Yeah, sure. I was earlier this year. I was kind of wondering what I wanted to do in my career because my current job ends in a couple months, and I knew that I wanted to go into sales, but I didn't really have any sales experience, even though my personality and my strengths were kind of suited towards sales. I was just like kind of browsing job openings, and I found Course Careers on Indeed, and it really seemed to like hit home with what I was looking for, just in terms of giving you that knowledge and experience of what it takes to be successful in sales, specifically as an SDR. And so I went through the free trial of the course, really liked it. And then I signed up for the full course. Took me about 12 weeks to complete, and just learned basically everything about what it takes to be a successful SDR. Learned about ideal customer profiles, buyer personas, how to go through like a sales cadence, just everything you would need to know. And so that experience allowed me to get my foot in the door with some of the partner companies here at Course Careers. And yeah, I was able to get an offer not too long after I completed the program.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm curious. So you graduated college, you had this job, it was ending soon. Were you already set on starting a career in technology sales, or did Course Careers introduce you to this career?
Well, I knew I wanted to go into sales, but for tech sales specifically, Course Careers kind of introduced me to the idea. I learned a lot, like even in the introductory course, what you were saying about how it's such a growing industry and how there's so many openings in sales development, specifically for technology sales, that really made me want to go into it. And so it was a little bit of both. I knew I wanted to go into sales, but Course Careers definitely like pushed me along and helped me pursue that path.
For sure. And can you tell us a little bit more about your college experience? What did you major in? What were kind of some of your aspirations while going through college and then once you graduated?
Sure. I got a BBA from Georgia State University. I majored in risk management and insurance, which is kind of like a finance related degree. And I did well in it, but I kind of knew that finance might not be the career that I wanted to pursue long term because, I like helping people. I like talking with people. I don't want to just like kind of be punching away at Excel all day. And so, that experience helped me, but I knew that I wanted to go into sales. And so that's why I found Course Careers, and it really helped me kind of, apply what I learned in college and, apply that to a sales career. So.
For sure. And let's say once you heard about the Course Careers program, you went through the introduction course. Were you confident that this was the right program for you at the time, or did you have any reservations before signing up?
I didn't have any reservation. Once I went through the free trial, I was kind of all in. I was before that, I was like, oh, let's just see what this is about. And I was kind of
Yeah.
50-50. But once I went through the free trial, and I kind of like learned about your experience, and I just kind of learned about the industry,
Mhm.
I was all in. And so that's what I was even telling people that I was like, yeah, I'm going to be going into tech sales in a couple months, because while I was completing the program, so I had nothing else on my mind than that.
Gotcha. That's incredible. That's what I really like to hear when someone they hear about this career and this opportunity, and then they just commit themselves to seeing it through.
Totally.
So you enroll in this program, and what was your experience like going through the course material? Was it confusing, complex? How did it compare difficulty wise to going through college?
Well, it was really informative. I wouldn't say it was overly difficult. I think that anybody really with a good work ethic can complete it. There's nothing like too technical about the knowledge that it requires, but it was very informative. Obviously, enjoyed reading like books like Spin Selling Fanatical Prospecting from like people that have succeeded in sales, and so
Mhm.
that provided a good foundation. And then yeah, learning all about, I mean, it's a very comprehensive course, I would say. You learn all about your ideal customer profiles, buyer personas, outreach strategies, how to cold call successfully. So I would say for anybody that just has a good work ethic and drive and determination, they can complete the course for sure.
And once you completed, you said you finished in about 12 weeks. How long did it take you to start setting up interviews? How many companies did you apply to interview with? Can you give us those sort of numbers?
Yeah, so after I completed the course, I applied to either 4 or 5 companies. I got interviews with all of them due to the connection of CourseCareers. And the process did not take too long, honestly. After I got my initial interview with Dun Bradstreet, I had an offer in less than 2 weeks from them. So probably about from when I finished the course to when I got the offer, it was probably about 3 weeks or maybe even less. Not very long at all.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. And that's starting to become our average success story now. Someone finishes. I mean, right now we have so many partner companies, you pretty much can apply to any or all of them if you really like, and set up a ton of interviews and very, very quickly get up job offers. And yeah, I'm thankful for Dun & Bradstreet too, because they're moving very fast with their students. So they're hiring a bunch of them. And as soon as someone applies, they're setting up interviews and making offers, which is great. So
absolutely, yeah, no, very quick turnaround time, and yeah, that was much appreciated on my end.
And so now you accepted this offer with Dun & Bradstreet. Could you tell us a little bit more about the offer and position?
Sure. So it's a full-time sales development rep job at Dun & Bradstreet. Basically, just going to be selling all their different softwares to businesses. I know they're trying to break in with small businesses right now because it's such a big company. So they've been around for so long. They're kind of already in with the big companies and the medium-sized companies. So they're seeing a lot of growth in small businesses. And so that's kind of going to be my ICP to start. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get started and really looking forward to it.
And how do you think your life's going to change after having this relatively high paying, fully remote position?
Well, it's going to change for the better. I'll tell you that. When I was applying to jobs before I had taken CourseCareers, they were not as high paying, and I was not getting the responses that I did once I completed CourseCareers. When I reached out to the partner companies, like I said, I heard back from all of them within a day or two. Whereas before CourseCareers, I was applying to companies for much less pay, and I might have heard back from 20% of them, maybe to set up an interview. So my life's definitely changed for the better. And as long as I can apply what I learned in CourseCareers and do a good job, yeah, I can't wait to get on that upward spiral, upward trend, and hopefully get promoted, maybe be an account executive. But yeah, it's definitely changed my life for the better.
For sure. Where do you see yourself going over the next 3 years in this career?
Well, after my first year as an SDR, I would love to be promoted to an account executive and maybe even eventually go into management. I know that's the path that Dun & Bradstreet has kind of laid out for their SDRs. They like you to be an SDR for a year, and then they want to promote you. So that's definitely my goal. I want to stay in tech sales. I've really kind of developed a bit of a passion for it, I would say, going through CourseCareers. And so I hope that continues. And yeah, three-year path would probably be account executive or something in sort of sales management position.
Awesome. And what kind of advice would you give to other people, perhaps in a similar situation as yourself? They graduated college, now they're trying to figure out how to apply themselves, and they heard about CourseCareers.
Well, I would definitely strongly recommend CourseCareers. I mean, it kind of gave me direction when I didn't really have much. I didn't really know what I was going for. Obviously, I had the degree, I had some sort of experience, but nothing too specified. And what CourseCareers offers is a specific industry that you can get in. And you know that once you complete the course, you will get interviews, which is like, that's the biggest thing when you're applying for jobs. Is like, I just hope they call me and give me an interview so I can kind of show off my skills. And so that's, I think, the biggest thing. And the good thing about CourseCareers is they prepare you for the interviews as well. Like I had questions to ask the interviewers, and I know they really appreciated that, and it just makes it so much more likely to get the job. So I would strongly recommend it to anybody considering the program.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you sharing your story, Bailey. And I know a ton of other students will relate to it. They recently graduated college and they're really trying to figure out what to do. And you are a prime example that sales development is an amazing career to go into. So thanks again.
Awesome. Thanks, Troy.